Hello.
Welcome everyone. I wanted to announce that this is an initiative where me as a volunteer, my name is Chaitanya Pathak, I am having a word with all my fellow volunteers at TEDx Pune. And today I wanted to have a quick chat with our Marcom guy, the Vishrut Pande.
Hi Chaitanya, how are you? How's it going? Hello everybody who is watching this. It's great to join live with Chaitanya. Let's chat Chaitanya, shall we?
Yes, yes,
Generally
absolutely.
we do this off record, but you are asking me to do this on record. So kudos, congratulations, you got me on camera.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, Vishrut. And today I just wanted to, share some. I wanted insights from you about your TEDx Pune journey. So I'll be asking few questions, and then probably, as we all know, you please share some insights to us. Yeah.
Of
So
course, let's do it.
yeah. So first question I wanted to ask you is, can you take us back to the first day when you attended TEDx Pune event in 2020? I remember you attended in 2022, I believe. And
Yes.
what stood out to you the most about the, if you can share some insight?
Yeah, and this could be a very lengthy answer, or it could be a very short answer. But knowing you, you want a lot of content out of me, the guy who actually makes the content. So I'll give you an elongated answer. So I remember this very clearly. I've been a fan of TEDx for many, many years. Since my childhood, I've been following TEDx. And when I got an opportunity to be a participant at a TEDx Pune event, uh, in Pune, and I said immediately yes to it. I remember it was Cummins. We did this in Cummins in Malewadi. I had come in with a few of my fellow volunteers. We were not volunteers at that time, and we were sitting at the last seat trying to understand what is happening. I remember a few talks that had happened that very day, and you know seeing how the event went, we got our goodie bags, which I've kept it. The bag which was given to us, I've just still kept it with me all these years. And the event was done so well. The one thing I actually took back from that event is like, ठीक है talks walks तो है, but we have to be backstage with the team next year. And funny enough, 7 months later, I got an opportunity to be part of TEDx. So yes, we did pay for the ticket. FII, we did pay for the ticket, but the experience was so mesmerizing that it made us the first thought. When first impression that comes to your mind is, man, we got to be a part of TEDx, and what a lovely event that was. I'm glad 2 years later we are still here talking about it. So yes, that was my first experience.
Well, thank you very much for sharing. The another question I had in mind is, what was the turning point that made you decide to become a volunteer at TEDx? Because you were attendee, you bought a ticket as you said, and then after attending the event, what was the turning point that made you decide to be a volunteer for TEDx Pune?
So, little people know about me. I love volunteering. I have always done volunteering work, whether it was in my school days or whether it is in my organization. I think I always like coming forward and do whatever is necessary to, you know, do whatever is required to do. For me, what transpired me to be a part of TEDx is just an opportunity to be in, behind the scenes at a TEDx event. I have always aspired to be a TEDx speaker one day. You know, I hope I do good in my life so that someone will come and give me an opportunity to come and speak at a TEDx stage. So, honestly, that was the primary purpose. I mean, stage one is you be an attendee. Stage two is get an opportunity to work behind the scenes. And stage three, I hopefully you do something right in life that somebody comes and asks you to be a speaker. So yeah, that was it. I didn't need a second invitation. If on that day you guys were recruiting at 2022, I would have given my application right there and there. If you would have asked me to give me a 60-second pitch, that took 7 months though, but fine. Yeah.
Great to have you. And
Yeah.
another thing I wanted to know is, how has your perspective on TEDx Pune evolved from being an attendee to now an integral part of the team?
Oh, that's a very good question. So for me, TEDx was always about there is a person who has an idea to speak, and he's going to come on stage, take 14 and a half minutes to talk about his perspective about a certain topic. That was my borderline idea about TEDx. But what goes behind TEDx, how is it executed? Uh, because for me, I always thought that the person who used to have an idea used to just come up on stage and speak because he was he is a public speaker or he can speak well to the audience. But as I was part of the last year's TEDx event, unboxing event, you need to understand there is a lot more that happens behind the scenes. How much time, how much iterations does it take? What it takes to at least book, close out an event, get sponsors, everything. It's a very meticulous process which people have to understand, that being part of TEDx is not just a Saturday, Sunday where people come in, uh, you know, give couple of hours of their time, have a good time with friends, and they can go back. It's your secondary job, apart from the work that you are doing. So I was mind blown by the fact that there's so many things which are required to be done. So yes, completely transpired my mind about what TEDx is as an event. So good to be in front of the seat and also behind the stage. So yes.
That's great.
That's
That's
great.
great.
As you correctly highlighted about the journey, the process itself is so meticulous, and
Yeah,
that's
starting from deciding the theme, it took us 3 months to decide on the theme. Took us three and a half months to come up with the name that okay, what will resonate with the audience. So yes.
It was a wonderful
full
time.
time we had. And what has been the most fulfilling aspect of volunteering with TEDx Pune for the past like couple of years now?
I think people all so again, uh, it's a volunteering experience. People need to understand that when they come for something like this,
Hmm.
we have to keep their expectations aside. So the most fulfilling thing is the personal growth that you get.
Hmm.
It's an extension to what you are currently doing. It's this could just be a course, this volunteering thing, the amount of things that we do. If we just start compiling into a course and start selling it online, of course, TED would let us do this. But the amount of things that I have done, logistics, operations, marketing, administration, I mean, the things that you get to do in a 7-8 month time period from between one event to the next, it is amazing to have that experience.
Hmm.
You can actually write it onto your portfolio that you did this at a TEDx event, and somebody would possibly believe you. So the amount of learning and enrichment that you get from this, and an opportunity for people to hone their skills in this program, is just unbelievable. And yeah, it's a great place to start and a great place to spend your time if you are absolutely free on your weekends, because you get the proper skill development without even knowing that you're getting developed. So it's a great
That's
platform to do it.
that's amazing. And
Can you please share a behind the scenes moment or a memory that holds a special place in your heart, if you could?
Oh, I've been keeping this in my pocket. I'll tell you. You will remember this of all the people.
Uh-huh.
It's the night before we went live at Barclays.
Hmm.
It's the night before. We remember, I think all of us were at our day jobs. All of us rushed to Barclays at around 6:30, started packing around 550 packets of gifts.
oh man,
Uh, that went for quite some time. Logistics issues, everything. I think it was such a fun experience. Somebody had to vlog it. I wish somebody would have vlogged that day. I remember taking a couple of pictures. But from the entire process of setting up the stage, making sure that the production is working, the night before the TEDx event actually goes live is something that somebody has to come and see. The man, because it looks like on day that we are all fresh, we are all excited, but internally we are in a lot of pain, physical pain and hurt, which only we find out after the event, and then we are at an after party dinner. That's when we realized, all right, our energy is completely down. So it's a lot of hard work. So 2 days prior to a TEDx event, somebody needs to come and log that entire thing. Quite a sight to behold. So yes, the night before at Barclays, always remember that.
Yeah, it was last year. We had unbox. The theme was
Unbox.
unbox.
Yes.
And boxing
Yes,
and unboxing of the.
we were boxing. We weren't unboxing that day. We were packing that day. We were boxing that day.
Yeah, correct, correct. And also, I wanted to know if someone is inspired by your story, what advice would you give them about attending or volunteering for TEDx event, or for that matter, TEDx Pune event?
Let me start with this. If somebody has an aspiration to be a speaker, step number one, step zero, watch a TEDx video online to see if you can resonate with it. Step one, get to a TEDx event, buy a ticket, come to a TEDx event, see how things unbox. I'm using puns again. Use unbox in front of you. Step two, if you are actually really you really understand the process, because TED is always about ideas change everything, right? Because you need to have an idea. You just can't come and be like, okay, I can talk. Yes, we understand you can talk, but do you have an idea that people can talk about?
It's all
That's a
about
thing.
ideas.
Yes, it's all about ideas.
That Yes, if people can understand that process, then of course, it's a great platform to come and share your ideas. If you want to be a volunteer, you are more than welcome. But for that, you have to leave everything behind. It's not your Saturday, Sunday. You have to. Time and commitment is what we need at TEDx. Uh, as I have repeated earlier, all of us at TEDx have day jobs. We
Absolutely.
go from 9:30 to 6:30, and between that and after that we are at TEDx. So if people understand that regime, it's a lot of hours, a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun.
I agree.
And I hope people do understand that. But
Yeah.
trust me, at the end of it, it is all worth it,
Mm,
because the amount of networks, amount of contacts, amount of learning and experience that you get at a TEDx event is just unbelievable. And I hope people do understand that one day. And we are always open. We are happy to get as many volunteers as we can. You can hit up me or Chaitanya or anybody of our team. We will, if you have the passion to come and work, please do. We are
absolutely. And
we welcome you.
And what I believe, Vishrut, is it's more about the experience you have to deliver, because we all at TEDx Pune, we were attendees first, right? So we
Yes,
witnessed ourselves what kind of experience you get when you buy a
yes,
ticket.
yes,
And then when you are one of the volunteer who is driving the whole event, it's not about just the event, it's about the experience you create for all the attendees, right? So
yes.
I completely agree with you on that. So last question I have for you is, what are your hopes for the future of TEDx Pune, both as an event and as a community?
I think we are already a very strong community. We are always looking to build more. So, if people, have time to express their ideas about anything that they want, and they are looking for a community of people who share the same experience and thoughts, they are more than welcome to join our community. We have always open. We are always welcome to have more like-minded people. Uh, we know we are going to have a lot more events. We are going to have a lot more meetups with the community. So that's number one. I think maintaining relationship with the community is our number one priority that we are looking at. I think this year's TEDx Pune platform. But for the TEDx event, it is always grand. The more grandeur, every year it will be more grandeur. There will be a lot more spectacles to see, a lot more engaging talks, more conversations, and we can't wait to invite a lot of people to our you know show next year. Really looking forward to it.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Vishrut, for sharing all these insights. I know, most of these answers or most of these stories get unnoticed because everyone knows and everyone remembers about the TEDx Pune, the day they had, right? We all have memories about it. But as you correctly said, it's a process and meticulous one that all the volunteers follow. And I'm very happy that we had this conversation. Typically, we do have these conversations offline, but it's a great opportunity to interact with you online and actually recording it, making a catalog. It feels really good.
Yeah, yeah, good job getting me on board on this. I'm very camera shy. I'm not stage shy, remember, very camera shy. Good job on, making me. So if anybody joins watching this, Chaitanya, you owe me a treat. I'm just saying this beforehand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Chalo.
But thank you very much, and join us. That's what we say. We say ideas change everything. I hope you can resonate to this idea and decide to join us at
Absolutely.
TEDx.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chalo. Thank
For
Thanks,
you.
sure.
Chaitanya. Great call.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.